From uploading 12 videos on YouTube, I have gained over 130,000 subscribers and generated over 7 million views. The traffic I generate organically through this channel allows me to earn over $10,000 per week in profit. If you have an existing skill, long-form YouTube videos are the best way to monetize it, and it has never been easier to do so. And this is exactly how I was able to gain traction in my niche of YouTube Shorts education. The first video I uploaded about YouTube Shorts reached over 600,000 views and enabled me to monetize my channel in less than 17 days. The editing on this video was relatively basic, and the entire video took me less than 2 weeks to script, film, and then edit the video. Now, how did my channel reach over 500,000 views on my first attempt speaking about a subject that I was knowledgeable in? Well, the answer to that is pretty basic. I had the results to prove that I actually knew what I was speaking about, which is very rare nowadays because there is a disconnect between experienced individuals and how to make good YouTube videos. The immediate success that I saw with my channel is repeatable for you in whatever field you're experienced in or whatever you are knowledgeable about. When you hear the word experience though, don't let it scare you off. A common misconception is that you need to be an expert to speak about a subject on YouTube. Obviously, it does help, but you only need to be a few steps ahead of a beginner to start creating YouTube videos about a subject. Because just like when you were a beginner in your subject, there are quite literally hundreds of thousands of beginners out there at step 0 and wanting to be at the level that you are at. Now, my channel has advanced quite a lot since that first video. I've had videos reach over 2 million views, and I have not had a video reach below 100,000 views. I don't upload that frequently on my channel, and up until recently, I was working a full-time job. But that was before I knew how to properly monetize my traffic, but I will get into that later. I am planning on stepping up how frequently I am uploading, just because how much revenue I can generate through this channel. And I guess this is where the motivation comes from for the video that you're watching right now. It's to show you what is really possible if you put your time and effort into creating value-based education content on YouTube. Back when I was first getting started on YouTube, I was shocked to see that I could even earn a couple dollars per day from my shorts channels. And for the longest time, I had a self-limiting belief of what was possible on YouTube. And even at like 2,000 USD per month from my YouTube channel, I thought that was all I could ever make from YouTube. And to be honest with you, I was more than happy with that. But with more time in the YouTube game, I am at levels now that back then I would have been skeptical about. But it's true. I make over $10,000 per week at a 95% profit margin. And I'll be honest here, for the amount of traffic that I can generate organically, I am significantly undercapitalizing on my reach in terms of softwares and products. I don't have a sales team or some type of software that I am selling. The way I make more than 90% of my income through this channel is through this landing page, which is stacked with the results of my clients, and then a form at the bottom so I can capture their information for retargeting. And finally, after submitting that form, they get redirected to a tiered pricing where the viewer can either purchase my starter package or my private coaching. And once again, all of the traffic to this landing page here has been solely generated through my long form videos on my Jack Craig channel. And not to mention my coaching has only been advertised in 3 of my last YouTube videos. Because once again, I just did not know what I was doing or what is even possible through YouTube. And revenue aside from my coaching, teaching others what I know about my skill and guiding them to getting results is a very fulfilling process. And I am certain that there is not a more successful program out there when it comes to short form coaching. My last video was published just over 3 weeks ago, and it has achieved just over 350,000 views. And once again, I would like to say there is no one in the wider niche of YouTube education that can touch the numbers that I consistently hit. For example, this video is my second most recent video, and it has achieved over 1.3 million views. And seeing this video's results here, I wanted to change your mindset about posting videos on YouTube. You shouldn't be viewing YouTube as a consistency game or a numbers game. Despite basically every single other YouTuber telling you this, it is simply not true. For example, this video here, it was published just over 6 months ago. And up until a few weeks ago, it was my most recent video on my channel. It took me 14 days to film this video because it was captured in real time. And then it took me an additional 21 days to cut up all the footage and edit it together. So in total, it took me around 40 days of production. During that time period of creating just one video, some other YouTuber in my space maybe uploaded once per week, which would allow them to create approximately 6 videos. But if you divided this view count by 6 videos, I could tell you now they are not averaging more than 210,000 views on their weekly uploads, especially anything to do with education. And even if we assume that I didn't upload for 6 months and we just rely on this 1.3 million views, we divide that by the total weeks in 6 months, we are still at 54,000 views on each weekly upload. Once again, you are not going to achieve that consistently consistently. This is what my channel dashboard looks like over the last 28 days, and it allowed me to generate just under 2,500 USD. But this number here isn't even 10% of what my entire YouTube channel has generated me within the last 28 days. I could do sponsorships and get paid approximately 50,000 to 20,000 USD for each 30-second mid-roll. But I do prefer to focus on maximizing my views and my attention to my landing page, which generates me a significantly higher amount. And to be honest with you, doing too many sponsorships does dilute your brand and can affect your selling power when it comes to your own service or products. But of course, it's slightly better if you can naturally integrate sponsorships into your videos. Like in the past, I did do sponsorships with CapCut, which is a free editing software. Throughout my YouTube journey so far, I've been focused solely on how to get people to watch my videos and how to be the most dominant in a niche so you become the authority. So really, even though my sales process hasn't been the most optimized over the last 3 videos, I have still generated a significant amount of revenue because my video creation process and my knowledge does all the heavy lifting. I have gone full-time with YouTube because I am generating a significant amount of profit, and I have realized that there's a significant shift happening where individuals are turning to YouTube to learn about a specific subject. I was running this channel for over 1.5 years working a full-time job, and I hope this video has given you the motivation to get started. The thing that you need to do if you want to separate yourself from everyone else on YouTube is actually put in effort. It might sound silly, but there is a large majority of people out there with the mindset that you can approach YouTube by being lazy and you will still get results passively. From someone that has dominated their own niche for the last 2 years and helped hundreds of people reach a full-time income through YouTube videos, treating YouTube as a passive side hustle is the fastest way to get no results. And I really do encourage you to change your mindset about YouTube because, as you have seen, YouTube can change your trajectory of your life. There are many intricate details that I can go into about how to create a high-performing educational video on YouTube, whether it's channel positioning, scripting, video ideation, how to outsource properly, and thumbnail design. I do plan to create videos surrounding each of these aspects and how to stand out in any niche and dominate it. If you do want my personal help to start your own YouTube channel and dominate any niche, you can go to the link below and apply to my coaching.